Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louie. I want to speak with you about gaslighting, a cold, cruel manipulation by the covert narcissistic spouse. A favorite cruel manipulation technique by covert narcissistic spouses is gaslighting. This is a strategy perpetrated against the victim to gain ultimate control over them. They calculate what it takes to slowly weaken and exhaust their victim. So you become more emotionally vulnerable to the covert narcissist. Gaslighting is very cruel and effective. It's a slow process that takes place over time. The covert narcissist erodes your sense of confidence, feelings of adequacy, your core sense of self. The covert narcissist shifts your reality to believe the cascades of malevolent lies told so disarmingly that you believe them. You become the object of the covert narcissist's determination to bend to his will and break you down. You begin to doubt your own perceptions and beliefs, what is really happening, even your own personal history. Just when you think you cannot tolerate it one more abusive moment with them, the covert narcissist does a complete switch. Now you are told, you're a great individual, kind, bright, understanding, valuable, resourceful. This change-up play is very confusing. The victim feels a disequilibrium and says to himself or herself, what is happening to me? Why is this person changing his tune and respecting my perspective after so long? Why is this occurring? I want to mention that the term gaslight and gaslighting became known to us mainly through the film of that name, starring Charles Boyer and Ingrid Bergman. This is a very old film, but it's a very compelling one. Anyway, this macabre dance continues over a long period of time. The victim is worn down by the unpredictability of the covert narcissist's behaviors, thinkings, and feelings. When the covert narcissist turns on the pseudo-charm and empathy, all is forgiven. And we go back and forth in this game, this dangerous game, back to the very destructive plans that the covert narcissist has for you. Gaslighters choose their victims very carefully. They are often sensitive, empathic, kind, people-pleasing individuals. And that's very sad and distressing for them. They pick away at you day and night, removing any sense of security that you have inside. This is a prolonged use of their victims, and they particularly are adept at going into romantic modes, and their victims fall very hard for the covert narcissist who has perfected the arts of seduction and mastery over the heart. They have you believing that you are the perfect couple, meant for one another to be together indefinitely. The covert narcissistic gaslighter isolates his victim, cutting them off from those who could rescue them, who could give them a sense of respite and safety. they continue to erode the victim's psychological and emotional sense of safety with malicious lies, deceptions, humiliations, and threats. And in the isolation, the victim talks to herself. There are these kinds of thoughts that are very terrifying, like, I always knew you were crazy, or your thinking is so distorted, you have lost all sense of reality. What's the matter with you? And the person answers, the victim says, no one can help me. I am all alone. Some victims of gaslighting awaken to what is happening to them just in time. This is a point of reckoning, a shift away from the torture and imprisonment they have suffered. They slowly recognize that they are being unjustly persecuted, and at the individual at fault is the covert narcissistic spouse. They discover through their research that it is covert narcissistic spouse who has the severe psychopathology. They feel an urgency to leave the gaslighting covert narcissist. Now they are free to sever this very pathological relationship and to move forward to lead their own lives, to separate and individuate out from this very sick individual, to travel their new pathway of evolution of the true creative individuative self. This has been a long time in coming, a long road, but give yourself great credit for finding your new pathway to renewal, recovery, and transformation.